Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs make over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, team. Big serious pressure.
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Thompson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They run with Thompson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Tackle. Here we go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Jaguars 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Foles. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
All day, defense. Great. Check 37. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, sound one.
Now Foles. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Brown there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. This is Thompson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We want it. Come to my work. What twist? What twist?
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Check.
First down.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Red lady. Hey, Charlie.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down now, it's Thompson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go, team.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the one.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
13. Check the hot read. X3. 218. Chop it.
Here's Foles. Got him in. It's Brown. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
We go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Yes.
He'll drop to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Easy.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm coming. Check three. Going 5-3.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Hey, let's get that
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, it's Thompson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
61, match box, white.
Darnold now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Delta. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's
Throwing again on second down. Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Foles now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down. Fournette running out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
13. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Hey, exit.
2nd and 2. Looking for Kelce on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Come on now. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You got tight.
They go with Thompson again. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 50. Go, lady.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got a man. It's Williams. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Darnold from the gun. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 29, Foles. And this is going to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 34. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On the run, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And going deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
I got you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
SOS. What we got? Check 31. Check 43. Great.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Turbo 64. Yeah. Go. Let's go.
Topper.
36.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
You draw quarters.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
At the 33-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Girl. Zebra.
5.
Mike 40. You ain't got nothing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL